everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, and it is Sack Saturday. Now I'm recording this on Monday, so if I bubble and say something else, just know I'm recording it on Monday. You're watching this on the actual Sacks Saturday. Now, I'm spending this weekend working on the projects for the Valentine's Sacks Bingo, which is part of our Spectrum Art Creations and Friends Facebook group challenge for the month of February. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, link is in the description box below. Come play with us. It's lots of fun. The other thing is that she gives us an opportunity to win gift cards when we use the products that we purchase. She doesn't want us stashing them or hoarding our stuff that we buy from her. She wants us to use it. So I needed to put together my blog and YouTube content planning binder, notebook, planner, whatever. And so I thought I'd make the dividers out of papers that I got from Spectrum Art Creations. Now there is one in here that I got from Stampin' Up, and we'll get to that in a minute. But otherwise, everything else in here, I use Spectrum Art Creations products. Now I have 4 blogs and 3 YouTube channels. Yeah, I know, I'm a little crazy. But it gives me a variety to spread out to a lot of different people, a wide demographic of what I do and what I plan. So I put together this Happy Planner big notebook. And I'm starting with my author section for my author channel on both YouTube and on my blog. And I'm wanting to reactivate that. And for this divider, I used papers from Stamperia's Grand Hotel. Some really pretty papers in here, but I like the romantic version of it for my author blog because I write romance. So that made sense to use Grand Hotel for this one. I used Rococo Rose, I believe it was, cardstock from Stampin' Up to make my tab. And then there's a background paper from that Rococo Rose, or from that Grand Hotel. Next, I used Stamperia papers again. I used Atelier. Love this paper pad, and I have all kinds of embellishments, but I didn't want bulk in here, so I stuck with just the paper. And when I color code everything that I do, and I'll talk about that in a minute in my planners. But I chose this pattern and this pattern for this one, and I used, what did I use? Oh, polished pink for my tab for this one, or what I like to call Barbara pink, because this was the color of nail polish, the only color nail polish I ever saw my oldest sister wear. So I have that one from Atelier, which is Stamperia. And then I have this one for my Homestead blog and my YouTube channel. And this one was from, didn't leave that one out. Yet I believe this was a Stamperia as well. And I love that one. I could probably grab it, but yeah, it's... So I'm using my papers that I used here. And when I put this in the description box in the Facebook group, I will link the papers down below. Also, if any of these papers are still available from Spectrum Art Creations, I will link them down in the description box as well. And then lastly, I have this one came from Stampin' Up. It is it was in their fall catalog last fall, and it is Halloween Spells. And I used Gorgeous Grape cardstock from that. And I love this purple polka dot. I love that polka dot. So this is for my my Cauldron Cafe blog. I don't have a YouTube for that, just my Cauldron Cafe, or just the blog. So this way I can go in. I used to be really good about posting to all my blogs, and it dawned on me one day last week that the reason I haven't been doing that as consistently as I want is because I didn't have a plan. I was just like, okay, it's Tuesday. I guess I need to put something up on the blog. Whereas before, I planned everything out, and especially with my blogs, I would sit down one day in the week, and I would write all of my author blogs for the month. And then another day I'd write all the creative blogs for Creative Dreams. And that's the way I did everything, and I had everything flowing. I wasn't going crazy about what needed to be done. So this worked for me, so I decided I needed to put this one back together. Now the other thing I did was from each of those paper groupings, I made a hidden paper clip. So I can go in here, and while these might be used, this will be my idea list, but then I also have individual date pages where on Monday the 3rd, what needed to go through, what on February the 10th, what needed to go through. And I will have this hidden paper clip where I can mark where I'm at in there and do that. Same way with creative. I pulled one, this is from the Atelier, objects with stories to tell become art. I love that quote. And so that one would go back in here where I need to be. So I can go right to the month that I need to be, and I have everything planned out. For the homesteading, I love these little Welly garden boots. I thought those were so cute. And I can take and put that one. Let's get to February. Put that one in place. And then I can go to the cauldron, get those out of the way, and I use some of that same paper that this was from, the cutoff. And I just realized I put that sideways. Huh, go figure. Oh well, it's pretty. It's all that matters. Or as my husband would say, pretty. He's so silly. And then I used ribbon at the top of each one of them. Now I've got that one a little tight. A little too many papers there. There we go. There we go. And so that is using 4 different paper pads, or 3 different paper pads that I purchased from Spectrum Art Creations to put together my very organized blog and YouTube content planner. So that's going to do it for me for Saks Saturday. As I said, any of these items from Saks that are still available, I will leave them down in the description box below. And below those links, you will find all the links for Spectrum Art Creations, their homepage, their Facebook group, and their Etsy. They have a lot of stuff in their Etsy page, and if you love dies, they have over 600 dies, I think, listed on their Etsy shop, so go check them out. That's going to do it for me in the studio today. I know it's quick, but I will be back here on Monday, where we're either going to be finishing that adhesive, the Dimensionals book, or we're going to be popping open another paper pumpkin. In the meantime, remember, like, share, subscribe, and tell me down below, are you a blogger? And if so, tell me the name of your channel and I'll come hunt you up. I'd love to read what you're doing. Thanks for joining me in the studio today. Creative blessings.